Evening, folks. It's Jeff from RV Diagnostics. I'm out here in the garage, RV Diagnostics garage, and I'm going to work on a Cummins Onan RV QG, quiet gas generator, 5500. I'm just going to go over a couple things. What we had here is we were doing a prime and we didn't hear the fuel pump activate. So I'm going to show you how to do a quick test on it with a test light, and I'll put that down below. It's actually got a built-in meter. It's fair, okay? But a multimeter would be good, and you can actually put dummy loads on them, but I'll show you that later. Right now, let's worry about it. You know that most of them have primers, okay? So here we go. And turn it around, and you're going to go here, and it activates, and there's no sound. All right, so the fuel pump is actually, let me try to get under here for you. I got the new one here already, but I'm going to show you. All right, so the fuel pump is actually right there with them numbers on it. See it? And this is the new one. Now, I know some of y'all can buy these cheap ones and all that, and that's okay with me. I put in Onan Cummins. All right, and I already put the filter on it. So I'm going to show you how to test it. All right, so that would be a crank no start. Let me get up here. All right, now around. All right, so I'm gonna show you. Let me put you on pause real quick, and then I'll get it set up. Okay, shine a little light on the subject here. All right, so I took the wires off. Now this is on the fuel pump side. Notice one's a female butt connector, and the other was a male. All right, now, or spade connector. I'm sorry. Now you see in there. All right, one's positive, one's negative. Now I'm going to show you two different grounds. One, we're going to go here, put it in this little female one, all right? And there's two grounds. There's a circuit ground because there's two wires on this, right? All right, so I'm going to get it set up. There you go. And now I'm going to hit the prime button. And notice the meter reads 14. A little rough to see there. All right, so I'm gonna hold it right here. You know, it's hard to be a one-man operation, but somehow I get it done. Let me put you on hold. Okay, so if you see up in there, I have it on the female end. All right, now I'm going to show you something. There's two grounds. Here we go. Let's let it focus. There's two grounds. All right, ready? I'm going to hit the prime button. That's the off button, stop or prime. And we are reading 14.3. So this is plugged in to shore power. And shows me my converter's working pretty good. All right, now here's another thing. That is a chassis ground right here. See, it says ground. Now, what about if I used the circuit ground, that wire there, and I didn't get that test light on? That would tell me that ground wire is bad. All right, so when you're testing your circuits, even though it's two wires, one's a power and a ground, you want to use the power wire with the chassis ground next to you, like I showed you. And then you want to use the circuit ground and confirm both of them work. Now, for the shortness of the video, they both worked. All right, but I'm trying to show you this. This is a simple fuel pump test, but it could be a solenoid, right? And let me show you that right here. See, right there, power and a ground. You could have power grounded out to the frame here and get your test light to light or multimeter show you voltage. But then when you use the other white wire, the circuit ground, it might not work. There was your problem. You had power, but not ground. All electrical things have power and ground circuits. All right, so I'm going to show you underneath. We're going to put this on pause real quick, and then I'm going to do the fuel pump. All right, I'm ready to go through the bottom, and I'm going to show you. Turn it around. Now, these wires here are going to get pulled through. Okay, that's the pump wires. Let's go underneath real quick. I'll just show you what I'm going to do. All right, so the wires get pulled through. Right there, here. All right, so they come through. please make sure that grommet's in there and the chafing tube is put on the new one. All right. Now, this hose clamp's got to come off. We're going to pinch this hose so gas don't come out. I already put a fuel filter on the new one, and you want to use Teflon tape or plumber's tape, and then this goes up through here. Okay, so please replace with 09 original, because some of y'all are out there, it'll run in the summer and it'll get hot and it shut off because you're losing your fuel pump. All right, because you did not buy a factory one. But I know some of you are going to go, oh yeah, I bought a $29 one and it lasts 10 years. Well, you only use your generator for 12 hours. But that's my opinion. Okay, I like to use quality stuff because I'm a quality tech. Try to do right by y'all. This is a customer's car or RV. All right, so let me show you where the fuel line comes through. Right, you remember the T I showed you? That's it right there. That's what comes up through there, right there. So look, and that one is permanently pinched. So I'm going to have to break that open, right? It's kind of like a PEX tubing crimp, right? All right, so I'll break that open and then pull that off. Of course, a little gas is going to leak out. So one, I'm going to take this off. Two, I already showed you underneath what I'm going to do. So please let me do it, and I'll get right back with you. All right, a little thing here. When you come to those kind of clamps right there, pinch clamps, you take your 90 degree, and let me get this set up right. 90 degree and stick it down. Now, okay, now that's about loose enough. We don't want to mess up the rubber hose. Okay, and then you reach around here. Sometimes you can pop the little clip. All right, so now it should be enough to bring her up. Let's see. Let's see if I can pull her up from the behind. All right, so you pretty much know what I did right here. I popped this off. You can cut it if you got, oh, they see, there you go, finally. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is get a rag and catch the little bit of gas that comes out of here. All right, so I'm gonna put you on pause. Okay, so I took that off. That fitting right there is called a barb fitting. All right, that's a barb because it's got little barbs on it. All right, so now that enables me to drop the fuel pump. So here I go, I'm gonna go below and get it out for you. Okay, so we're back. I'm gonna use a 10 millimeter on these. Okay, so there's two of them. I'm gonna take that off. Now, some of y'all buy them aftermarket ones. You got to end up bending these ears and get them to fit. And, oh, I've seen some ugly stuff. I've tried the cheap way before to save people money. But you know what? I buy original. Been buying original for 30 years. Put you on pause. I'm going to drop this pump out. All right, here they are side by side on the bench. Pretty much everything lines up. I got to get this barb fitting out of here. I'm going to go get a wrench for you. Be right back. That's brilliant. 6. No, I'll make the 6 work. Okay. Up. Come up through there. All right, we're back. All right, so here we go. We're going to do a prime first. All right, let prime up. Remember I showed you how to drain the fuel out of here. A lot of you don't know what that screw's for. It's right below the altitude adjustment. And we're going to go for a crank. All right, folks, I just got it running. I'm in the shop, so I don't have my exhaust hose hooked up to it. But she was a crank no start. So crank no start, and now she's working. Remember I showed you how to test the fuel pump for your circuit ground and your power and ground, chassis ground with your circuit ground, okay? Remember, 4 ways to get a hold of me. One is on the Facebook page, RV Diagnostics. Thank you. We're almost 17,000 members, and that ain't even March the 3rd. This is January the 26th or something like that, 2021. The other one is my website, www.rvdiagnostics.com. That's where I do one-on-one with you troubleshooting, just like I did right there, but I'm watching you do it. All right. Yeah, it's about $80, $90 a year, but come on, $8 a month. That's what you're getting a tech in your pocket for. Me, you're getting me in your pocket. And a lot of you are happy with it. Thousands of members have joined. The other one is the YouTube channel, which you're watching now. Please give me a thumbs up if you like it. Put comments below. There's also, I'll have the test light below and the parts numbers for the fuel pump and fuel filters. That's my dog out there making a lot of noise. The other one is this garage, which is in Seaford, Delaware, 19973. It's off of Route 13, like 15 minutes off of Route 13 West. Well, how you get a hold of me is through jeff@rvdiagnostics.com. That's my email. Had a brain fart there, sorry. Thank you very much. This was the Onan generator or gas fuel pump, right? It's a vibrating type. It's not a gear motor type. So what kills them? 1, age and heat. 2, you do not put fuel additives in your tank. And where's the water go? Down there, and holds in the bottom, and it rusts up the plunger assembly in it. So please use hot shots. Yes, I make a little bit of money off of it, but you know what? I buy enough of that stuff for my diesel, it don't matter. All right, and that's these people. Here, Aaron's her name, and I'll give you the link to that. That's some good stuff. You don't believe me? Go on YouTube. There's a guy that did comparison test. All right. Once again, thank you very much. It's Jeff from RV Diagnostics. There'll be other videos on generators. And thank you for subscribing. And give me a thumbs up.